Gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite weekly sports show. It is your favorite ITC Sportsball. Thank you for joining us, of course, on YouTube and on Spotify and everywhere else, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share the page while you are there. Thank you for all of you joining us on YouTube. Of course, we appreciate you here. You can see the prettiest nigga on ITC. Of course, your host, that guy, Jerome Span. And of course, I am here with the Sports Ball crew. We've got that hot take spitter, that man who rips like Dylan spits. He is that man.
You know it's your boy Mase ready to go.
And of course, we have the number one resident troll around here. That dude who sees a fire and says, let me take this gasoline and throw it back on that fire and get it burning hotter. He is that man. Darrell.
Smoke. That's all I have for you today.
Oh, goodness. Right away. And of course, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, we have. I know the sports ball schedule has been a little weird because we've been filling in with some interviews here, but we've had to make moves, and we told you we'd be giving you more content. But of course, we are back to make sure we give you more content this week, and we have to start with some goings on in the UFC because some big changes happen. And let's start right here with the one that seems to have really lit a fire up under my man Darrell. How you feeling about Rose Namajunas' performance trying to defend her title where she was ultimately unsuccessful in doing the such?
I don't think you should have a relationship with your coach, like a deep relationship with your coach. He just doesn't tell you like you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Absolutely not winning. If you think you won more rounds, just going around fainting and the best you do is a takedown in the last round, I'm done. She stuck with the game plan, they said. She stuck with the game plan. Nope. I don't even want to talk about it. Nope. You good. You got it.
No, Darrell, go ahead. Speak your piece. Come on, because we up there talking that gully. So go ahead and say what you got to say. Because, see, you had some other criticisms that you didn't want to. Now you don't want to say them? You don't want to say them now? Go ahead. Put your piece out there.
My criticism is that you can't try to convince yourself that you're the best and you don't do nothing to defend your title. I'm glad she lost it because that was a horrible performance. Any other person, they did that, they get criticized, but they don't criticize Rose for some odd reason. That's what I don't understand. They don't criticize her enough. Like if you walked out, if you was watching the pay-per-view, spend your hard-earned money to think, oh, this fight's gonna be great, and you had J-Check just not do a damn thing for 5 rounds, you'll want a refund. Would you not?
Well, of course. Look, I ain't gonna sit here and talk over Rose's performance. If you want me to,
if it was one FC, yellow card over and over again, points will be taken. We need that system in the UFC. 100%. Take them points away.
Make him stop.
I'll say it like this, man. Rose's edge up looked off, so she looked off. I'm still not betting against a woman who come to fight with a fade. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not
but she didn't come to fight.
She didn't come. I told you. The edge up was off. Her fade wasn't faded up. Barbara was probably sick, probably had COVID, probably had to get the backup Barbara in there. And hey, man, her swagger was off. That's why she had to come out there talking about I'm the best, because she had to try to build herself up because she knew her edge up was just slightly, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still not betting against a woman that fights that has a fade. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it.
I am. I should have bet. I should have put all my money into it.
I'm not gonna do it. She got a fade.
I would
not gonna do it.
I would have won good. I would have won good.
She's invited to the barbecue, bro. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, she's not even getting invited to a picnic at the fight like that. That was horrible. Did you watch the fight?
No,
watched
but
it?
she's got a fade though. So
You know what? I had to watch Israel do a reaction to that fight. He was asleep. He was asleep. He was asleep. That was bad.
Hey, every fight ain't gonna be no slobber knocker. Everybody just ain't gonna go out there.
I'd rather go watch Derek Lewis and Francis fight again before I watch that Rose fight. Hey, I might as well watch Kimbo Slice and Dan find out.
Yo, he out here being mad, disrespectful. He said Kimbo. Rest
Both
in peace,
those-
Kimbo. Man,
Both
this
those
thing
fights
there,
were more
man.
interested in that fight.
oh my God.
Cold blooded.
Oh, I didn't know it was gonna start the day like this. But of course, we can't get stuck in the mud, but I will say my piece. Rose looked like shit. That was one of the most underwhelming performances I've ever seen out of her. I didn't like that at all. That was awful. Like Mase said, I think her fade must have been off or something because it doesn't make no sense to why.
That's not Thug Rose, bro. She not out there fighting for a decision. You know what I'm saying? She trying to take a bitch out.
That was Carney Rose.
Yeah, that's somebody else. That's somebody else. Like you said, maybe the relationship is going sideways with her trainer because can't have a personal relationship with the motherfucker trying to get you right to fight. I feel like
that's one thing I agree with Darrell on, is that I understand for some people it works, but being like actually in a intimate relationship with your trainer, I think is a detriment, because your trainer is supposed to be someone that is consistently giving you subjective opinions and giving you constructive criticism to help you build on your craft. And I think that once you enter into an intimate relationship, right, some of that's going to get muddy, no matter how honest you are, right? You don't like us, right? We can talk to each other straightforward. Feelings ain't going to get hurt. We can put it however and keep it real. But if you're talking to your lady, you're going to soften it up a little bit, right? You're not going to say it the same way that you would say it to one of your dudes. So,
because who did she complain to when her trainer was too hard on her that day, or her trainer was being an asshole that day? Who did she complain to?
Her husband,
her boyfriend, her husband, who is the fucking trainer. Like, hey, bro, that shit you was doing at the shit you was doing at the gym. Cut that to fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do there?
Oh, you are correct. But that's what I'm saying. It's like it's such a conflict of interest. So I don't think, as far as especially having long-term success, I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, we've seen how many times in boxing, right, to where it's not even an intimate relationship. It's just a family relationship. And that eventually fractures at some point and says, look, in order for me to do better, I got to go this direction. I got to get away from you because we have our relationship, because of our personal stuff outside of the business of boxing causes this to not work. So it's pretty interesting. Go ahead.
And on top of that, he defended that performance too. That's what made it even great. They just defended it.
He has to, because not only does he have to defend it as her trainer, he has to defend it as her husband. So,
hey man, he got a bed. He's trying to go home and sleep.
He can't go out there and trash her performance. He's gonna be sleeping on the couch until the next fight.
Yeah, but he trying. Hey, Darrell, let me ask you something. I'm sure you'll have the conversation with your lady, but you gonna trash her in public, or you gonna have that conversation in private when you in your bed already getting ready to go to sleep? Okay, you trying to sleep on the couch?
Oh, I got this room.
Down with this guy, man.
I sleep in luxury. That couch can stay cold.
Hey, at least he's gonna be entertained. He has all his entertainment in one area. It's good.
Hey, man, she gonna go over there and flip the fuse to
The
his room.
one breaker
Yo,
for the
yo,
room.
upset.
Hey, that happened before. I have a Nintendo Switch.
Hey, he said he's got a backup to the backup. Hey, my man is ready. Hey, he's doomsday certified.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
He's doomsday certified. You can't do shit to him.
Hey, I might have to, I have to charge it. Oh, I got a rechargeable battery right here.
Like I said, doomsday certified. My man is ready.
Jeez. Oh my goodness. But of course, we didn't only see Rose getting coming out there with that very disappointing performance. And congratulations to Carla Esparza, right? We have to give her credit. She went out there and she was trying to press the issue in the ways that she could. We've seen it before where we tell people all the time it takes two people to fight. It didn't really seem like Rose's approach was aggressive. So we have to give Esparza her credit for capitalizing on our opportunity and becoming the champion. But we also saw something big happen over these past couple weeks, and that was Tony Ferguson getting kicked. And I don't know if y'all saw the picture that they caught when the foot was hitting him. That man, his face turned into Frankenstein face, dog, for real. Like he was messed up. Okay. And should Tony Ferguson be hanging it up at this point, boys? Because he's looking kind of washed.
You seen The Rock do a toast? Did you see that video? That he did a toast, like he was watching the fight, and then he did a toast, and after he did the toast, Tony Ferguson got kicked in the chin. He was like, "Whoa." It was like you perfectly timed that. It was like, yo, you did not see that coming. It was just like off guard. That was great. I think he responded. I think Tony responded to that. I think he did. It wasn't like negative or anything.
Man, hey, Tony, you ducking the question I asked. Do he need to hang it up at this point, Darrell? That's your man's. You've loved Tony Ferguson for years. That's your man's. Is it time for him to hang it up? Because I say he's washed.
Like saying Cowboys washed. He still got it. He still got
washed.
it. He still got something. He was looking good. He was looking good before he got kicked. Let's get that straight.
Cowboy lost.
He looked better than he did the last three fights.
He lost to garbage comeback McGregor, and you trying to tell me he still got it? You can kiss my whole ass. Stop that.
Cowboy folds when it's a big fight. You know, this big fight fold. Every big fight he had, he folded. Every fight that doesn't matter, he wins. Come on now. It's true. Name a fight that was not big and he won. Come on.
I'm gonna just keep looking at your ass while you espousing this BS. Okay, I'm not gonna feed into this. Okay, I refuse, sir. I know what you're doing. You're not doing it to me. You might get Mase today. You ain't getting me. Okay, all right.
Oh, why I gotta get got? Hold on.
I'm telling you, he got.
Okay, well, since he don't want to say it, hey man, all of our favorite fighters fall off the cliff, or they get knocked off the cliff. In real time, it just happens.
Except Khabib, he was like, "I'm out."
Yeah, Khabib was one of the few that got out while he was on top, which I think more fighters should do. I mean, I understand that they don't that Dana White is tying their hands behind their back and throwing a bag over them and busting them over their head and taking their money. I get it. So they got to fight as long as they can to get as much money as they can. But
is Derek Lewis washed?
But
well,
I think a lot of fighters always end up fighting longer than they should, and I hope it doesn't happen to Tony Ferguson. I enjoy watching Tony Ferguson fight.
Dog, you just seen what happened to him.
But hey, man,
Tony's biggest attributes was not getting knocked out, nigga. So come on, baby, you just saw what happened. Look, let me ask you something. Did Vitor Belfort recover after getting knocked out like that?
He went to boxing.
What? No, first he got knocked out once that way, and then got knocked out a second
didn't
time
have
that way, and then he was
he
like,
didn't have that extra juice in him anymore.
Yeah, so when Vitor got knocked out by Anderson and Lyoto in the same fashion, didn't he?
Yes.
And then after that, he got off the juice, and then what happened to him? He just became like.
But yeah, man.
Hey, look,
hopefully,
man, I don't know.
it looks like he's been knocked off the cliff because that was one of Tony Ferguson's biggest attributes was his durability, his chin durability, to be specific. But if he lost it, man, I mean, if that button is wide open now, hey,
Darrell, I'm pinning you down. Is he done?
No.
Is he washed?
No.
Oh, so you don't think it's gonna go the route of Vitor Belfort? You think he's gonna have a recovery after this? After all, with the age and all the injuries he's had up to this point, you think he's gonna recover?
Tony doesn't really fight that much.
But you know dudes like him and like, oh, you need me to come fight? Let's go. So I mean, let's just be honest. As soon as Dana throws that money at him again, and well, like Mase said, he's not really throwing the money at him. He's really throwing the bag over his head, taking him out back, roughing him up real quick, and saying, "You're gonna take this deal, right?" So once he gets done with that, he's gonna go fight again. So Darrell, is he done?
No.
Okay, so who can he beat at this point?
Ferguson?
Uh-huh.
Connor.
And that's a big accomplishment.
Hey, you see how his face lit up when he said that shit?
Oh, God, you ain't shit, man.
Well, who was the fighter that called out Conor McGregor after they won?
Michael Chandler.
That's so dumb.
Michael Chandler's trying to get paid. It wasn't done. He trying to get paid. I'm not mad at Michael Chandler.
Hey, he called out everybody but Dustin because nobody cares about no Dustin anymore.
Well, because Dustin dealt with Conor already. Everybody else was like, well, shit, let me go get my money too.
Nah, it's not that because Dustin was. Nah, it's not that. It's not because of that. You know why? Because of that. Because
let me ask you something. The average fighter, are they going to make more money fighting Conor McGregor or Dustin Poirier?
Dustin's not a draw. He said that.
Answer the question. Are they going to make more money fighting Conor McGregor or Dustin Poirier?
Everybody's going to make more money with Conor because Conor.
So where's the bag at then?
Hey, Michael Chandler, he trying to put a down payment on a new house because when them houses is expensive right now. Shit, he said, "Hey, bro, I need you to invest a little cash because
he got two kids. He got two kids.
Yeah, he got two kids. He trying to get in a bigger house. You know what I'm saying? Buy a little fancy SUV.
So I'm saying, bro,
gotta get the wife some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he gotta go get that Conor bag real quick. Maybe he can turn a trilogy out of it if he whoop his ass bad enough in the first fight.
Oh boy, hey, if he whoop his ass the first fight, Conor McGregor gonna talk so much shit he gonna get a second fight, and then that just means more money for Chandler. So yes, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're a UFC fighter around that weight right now, unless you are fighting the champion, your best bet is to call out Conor McGregor and just start being greasy with him, like he was greasy with other people, talking about their family and their kids and stuff. You're going to have to take that approach with him, and you're going to have to talk real greasy, like he did with Floyd, like the grime level he went to. Yeah, that's what you're going to have to do and go get your bag real quick. Now, understand, that's going to make a good chunk of UFC stands hate you because they stand for Conor McGregor so bad. They be like, oh, Conor, oh, I love you.
Oh, wait. There's one more thing since we're on the talk about money. Should Kamaru call out Canelo right now since he lost?
Hey, yeah, you were saying, hey, Canelo ain't got no reason to fight him. I was going to ask you about that. That's where we was going to go next here, but since we already there. What's up with your boy Canelo? I thought you said he got it. He got it. And that man went and got dominated.
In a weight
He
class
got
he
beat
shouldn't
up.
belong in. In a weight class he shouldn't be in.
Hey, all y'all was saying, you was telling us about how Canelo be just out here balling. He got no reason to do a super fight. None of them dudes can handle him. He can handle everybody in his weight class, and now he got beat up. So what's up?
He got beat up by he got jabbed to death by someone that's in that weight class. It makes sense.
I thought Canelo wasn't supposed to be able to get jabbed to death. I thought he was supposed to be able to get inside on you.
I never said any of this. You adding words. You are adding words. I didn't say any of this nonsense.
No, but yes. He was out here selling that Canelo tail, bro. I don't even.
He doesn't need to fight Kamaru. Like, Kamaru needs to have his little freaking finger fixed because all he's been doing is milking this for a long while and just facing by for the title already. Like, ooh, my finger. Like, come on, man. My hand. Come on now.
So let me ask you something. Why you saying all that, though? I noticed you ain't called Conor McGregor out for him, and his leg. He could come back and be trying to fight again. But I noticed you don't never say that.
Doctors didn't clear him yet, but he ain't talking about, I can't fight because of my leg. He ain't saying that nonsense.
But I noticed he ain't really trying to fight now, is he?
He wants that welterweight belt. I bet he'll win. I bet he'll win.
He would lose so bad. He would get beat down just like Khabib did his ass. It would be Khabib part 2, nigga.
This would be repeat. Amanda will win. You sitting with a clown face again. I guarantee you that Conor would beat Kamaru.
Okay, all right. So Mase. So if they end up fighting, he has no choice. He's already accepted the bet up front. So we know what the bet is. We're gonna get to see Darrell in clown face because he's God. Kamaru, please,
remember that night? Remember that night? I said Amanda lost.
Hey, and what did I tell you, dog?
It's gonna be the same thing. Kamaru lost.
What did I tell you? And what did I tell you about that, dog? Even a garbage can gets a steak, my nigga. So congratulations, you got one right once in a while. But that doesn't stop for all the ones that you got wrong before that you weren't willing to bet on, and the ones after that I called you out on, and that you still weren't willing to bet on. So you can keep ducking the bets all you want and trying to take your credit, but it's okay. It's okay because we
want the Holloway fight. You want the Holloway fight?
No, I don't bet on no fucking Max Holloway. Why would I do that? Why would I bet on Max Holloway? Why? I think he's washed too at this point. He's old. He didn't been through a lot of battles. Just like I tell you, NBA dudes only got so many jumps. You only got so many punches and kicks to the face you can take before all of a sudden you just got that button to where dude just got to hit you hard once and you. Okay, so but again, I just have to ask. You still don't think Canelo should fight Kamaru? You still don't think so at this point?
Oh, same thing. How I think Tyson Fury shouldn't face Francis.
Hey, look, that's a bad fight for Francis for sure. Francis does not look, man. As much as Tyson Fury be clowning around and his body doesn't look like it, he's one of the greatest heavyweights we've ever seen. This motherfucker not only can beat you with being technical, but he also has clearly that knockout power because we saw what he did to Deontay Wilder. And we know, and on top of that, we know he's got a chin and heart because when Wilder knocked him down, what did that man do in both of those fights? He said, well, let me get back to my feet. Get on up. So fighting Fury is a horrible decision for Francis. Francis needs to maybe pick on a different heavyweight. Don't pick on that heavyweight. That heavyweight will knock your ass out, and it'll be easy for him, right?
He'll wait till like round 10 and knock his ass out.
If you want me to be honest, it'll end up looking just like the Conor and Floyd fight did. It looked the exact same thing. If you're talking about just their proficiency with their hands, Fury and Floyd Mayweather are the same thing. That dude, it doesn't make any sense actually how good and how smooth and technical Tyson Fury is as a heavyweight. It makes no sense because this dude, his hands are they're like liquid. They're like water all the time, and it's crazy to see. So it would be an ugly, ugly day for all of them. But I don't want to get stuck in the mud. So, of course, each and every week, ladies and gentlemen, we take this deep trip into the mind of a madman. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mase's Madness.
Oh my God.
The lights is red.
Listen, we got a few stops to make today, so we're gonna get it going. So first,
1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out every week when we post our clips for Mase's Madness. We do clip them up during the week. Make sure you check us out. Don't forget to subscribe, link, and share all of those.
So this first group of individuals that need to be called out, I don't want to drag them through the mud. I just want to acknowledge them for their fuckery. But they pretty much drug themselves through the mud to get to this point, so I don't have to do it for them. So the women out there that are advocating for these that are against all these abortion laws, you know, everybody's pissed off, respectfully so. But a lot of these women out here who were mad about these abortion laws that are floating around are the same ones who were standing by the gentlemen who are making these laws when they were talking about the Hispanics and other cultures, when they were like, get them out of here, when they were build a wall and all this. They were behind them then when the eye wasn't on them. So I just want to point that out to them to say, hey, we see y'all. Thanks for the support, but we know what y'all did to get to this point. We see y'all.
Hey, we got the. I'm gonna just say, y'all gonna reap what you sow. Just understand. I'm gonna say it one more time. They want you barefoot, pregnant, in the kitchen, cooking them a meal, and the ability to go upside your head if you don't do right. So understand where this is going. They're not gonna stop with abortion.
So yeah, now to the individuals who think women should be barefoot in the kitchen, said Supreme Court justices. Come on, man.
Boo, boo.
All of a sudden, Americans don't respect institutions now that they mad at y'all. Where was this at whenever people was storming the Capitol trying to stop an election? What about the institutions then, my boy? Clarence Thomas, where was the institutions at then, player? You was out there.
He be out there.
Yeah, man. Where was that at then, bro? Like people don't. We need to just accept outcomes, like people accepted an election. Where are we going with this? What's the play here? Because it looked like you just fumbling over your feet, about to fall on your face because your wife didn't put you then hamstrung you, and now you don't know what to do. So you just got to start talking to get yourself out of it. And you just that term limits. Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
Preach.
Term limits, man. Outside of Uncle Bernie, bro, a lot of these old dudes don't need their job.
He ain't lying.
I mean, Clarence Thomas, he was just happy to be invited. You know what I'm saying? He in there not. He just got to play along because he got invited. He got to be cool. He got to be cool with the fuckery. Like, come on, man. I know somewhere deep down in there is a black dude that's over here angry as shit. But you gotta play it up for everybody because your wife is an insurrectionist.
No. Like, I would like to think that, and at one point in my life, I thought that about Clarence Thomas. Nah, brother. and my man is full tap dancing, 4-letter word out there for the white man, bruh. You know what it is. Like, I hate to, I don't like to talk about another black man that way. Like, I try not to, but that man, he be out there, you know what, okay?
And the last stop I want to make to just kind of, so I think there was a Republican representative from Indiana. Can't remember the dude's name. I just happened to run across the story. This motherfucker won his primary from jail. This man
wait,
is
what, nigga? What? Hold on, you gotta tell me about this. Hold on.
I can't remember the dude's name, but he's being detained on charges of domestic abuse and child abuse because I'm like I said, I don't know if the charges are there, if everything's been investigated and true or not. But my man is being detained for beating his wife and probably his kids, and he won a primary. I'm pretty sure it's Indiana. Like, come on, what the? Listen, bro, y'all think I like coming up here and talking shit about people? I kind of do, but that's not the point. Some of y'all is cool, but y'all vote.
Yeah.
Y'all voting for dudes like this? And then get mad when they want you to get in the kitchen and shut the hell up?
Hey, look, man.
That's who y'all behind?
Look, man, I will tell you something. There's a weird thing in the Midwest where there are some of these states that are just cut off our nose to spite our face, Mase. And Indiana is one of those. They are a state that, just a little background on it, right? Historically, they had like steel mills and stuff like that. They lost obviously a lot of that. And instead of then trying to figure out ways of getting more industry there, they consistently kept voting for the guys that were like, no, we just need to be able to pollute the world again and all this other stuff. And they just keep cutting off their nose to spite their face. So, yeah, don't be surprised if they vote for a dude from jail.
Yeah, bro. He's in jail. Ladies,
remember.
I need y'all right now.
That's Mike Pence's state. Never forget that.
Ladies, this is specifically for y'all. Why are y'all voting for dudes who beat up their wives, don't care about your health, don't care about your well-being? Why are y'all doing this? I don't, you know what? Vote Republican, vote Democrat, vote Independent. I don't care. But why are y'all picking the ones who want y'all to basically be their modern day slaves? That pause right there was for y'all to answer. So take it upon yourself to answer. Why? I don't understand.
Maybe they want to be slaves.
Like I don't get it, man. Like I said, vote for who you're gonna vote for. Just don't pick the dude that's a piece of shit. Just don't pick the guy that says if you die giving birth, oh well, we gotta. Hey, why y'all vote for him? Don't care about you, but want your fetus. That shit sound like that shit. I didn't see the few episodes of Handmaid's Tale, and that's right up their alley right there. Like, hey, don't care about you, but that little motherfucker right there, need him.
Oh, don't bring up that show, please.
We about to hear. Hey, look. Hey, you say don't bring it up, Darrell, but over these next couple of years, we about to hear some wild shit. You thought their rhetoric was wild before? Nigga, they're gonna be able to pass laws to codify all their thoughts now. And if you want to know how bad it's gonna get, just understand. I know we crack jokes on Mississippi, but shout out to the black people and the people of color down there that are still fighting to try and fight against how bad it actually could be if they weren't there, right? So shout outs to y'all. But if y'all want to know how bad it can get, Mississippi is their testing ground in this country. Mississippi is where they try these laws and stuff first. So you want to know how bad it can get? Just go ahead and go look at the income of the average person in Mississippi and ask yourself one question. Do you think that is sustainable?
Like I said, man, I think there's something like 13 states already who have laws just ready to just slap out, barring abortion, like completely, like to the point of handing out the death penalty if you go get an abortion. Like, think about that for a second. You have a medical emergency for whatever reason, man. Who knows, man? You don't ever want to sit there and speculate the reasons why a woman gets an abortion, but
it happens.
They don't give a damn.
Time every year. Every year where there's medical emergencies where it has to happen, it happens.
Yeah, they don't give a damn about that. Some states are literally sitting here saying you have an abortion, that is the death penalty. That's it. You kill a fetus, you die. I'm done with y'all.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a trip into the mind of a madman. And this week, he wasn't really a madman. This week, he was on it. This week, he was preaching the truth to y'all. So you might want to pay attention and listen to what the hell ITC's been trying to tell you for years and years and years here. We're going back to when me and Darrell were first doing all this stuff live on the air. We've been trying to tell you for years, your rights are under attack. And it is not by the liberals or the Democrats. It is not. Go look at who is keep trying to pass laws to restrict your lives. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was another trip into the mind of a madman. That was Mase's madness. But now that the lights are back green, baby, we got to have some fun here. And we have to, of course, talk about what has been going on in these NBA playoffs. These playoffs have been wild. They have been fun. But before we get there, I got to ask, fellas, how y'all feel about that man that got stomped the hell out at that Dave Chappelle show? Boy, he fucked around and found out. Oh, baby. Let me tell you something. When you want to talk about a poster example that you can put up in stadiums to say why you don't jump your ass up on stage, that's the one. My man's arm was like,
hey, listen, bro, the way his arm was, he could reach that spot in his back that nobody can fucking reach. He could get back there, bro. His shit was so fucked up.
He was doing a Kanye dance move.
Hey, bro, listen, bro, his SoundCloud catalog about to be legit when he get out of jail, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, track number 1, Dave Chappelle, a bitch. Hey, meet me on stage.
Bro,
that man had a toy gun with strapped up with a freaking little knife on it. Try to do something with it.
That's what we've been trying to tell y'all, people. Stop running up on stage. You're going to end up just like my man's. He got fucked up. Hey, you know what? The only thing we was missing was somebody to run up on his ass while he on that stretcher and say, you got knocked the fuck out. That's all we was missing. That's it. Huh?
Embarrassing. He embarrassed himself.
Hell yeah, it was embarrassing. My man looked like a goddamn clown, dog. He got beat the hell up and treated like a child, okay? Like, how much more embarrassment do you need than them to treat you like a child? You just got jumped by like 6 dudes because you thought it was a good idea in the middle of a Dave Chappelle performance to run up and try and tackle Dave Chappelle. And I got to give him credit, by the way, because dude hit him and he stood pretty firm for a second. Then he went down with him, but he didn't go down with him like a bitch, like he got Roman Reigns speared. Nah, he was like, he was still in that, baby. So, yeah, say, hey, looks like we know why Chappelle did all that weight training for years, baby. He had to get that core solid, you know what I'm saying, in case somebody trying to run up on him, do something crazy.
They know he be talking greasy to some people, and some shit just pop off, bro. Dave know what it is, man. He's like, listen, I don't expect it, but I want to be ready for it.
Will Smith got people out here going on stage thinking that it's gonna work.
Well, you have to be twice as big as the motherfucker you slapped for that shit to work.
Correct. But speaking of people fucking around and found out, the fans of Philly fucked around and found out what the truth of James Harden is in the playoffs. What an disappointing season for them because of the Embiid injury. They ended up getting put out of the playoffs by the Heat. So we might as well start right here with the man who loves trolling everything Philly. Darrell, how you feeling about Philly getting knocked out by the Heat?
You saying it's a troll? It's not a troll. I said they suck. I'll just wait how this bad they're gonna suck. That's it. And you got it.
Troll everything, Philly. Everything.
You don't have to troll when it's the truth. The truth is not a troll. Philly sucks. They have to rely on their hockey team and their baseball team. Nothing else.
The craziest shit though, because I heard this shit live. The timeout where Doc is like, I need y'all boys to try, give it everything you got, and then this fucking switch over to Hubie Brown is like, they're hearing you, but they can't do it. Oh, like, oh shit. I don't remember exactly what was said, bro, but like it fucking switched from Doc Rivers trying to motivate the team to Hubie Brown talking about they ain't got it in them, players.
Hey, that's why I love Hubie. He be spitting that truth, bro. Hubie old and he like, I don't care. I'm gonna tell the truth.
He's at that age now where he's like, hey, bro, I'm just on here for fun. I don't need to do this no more. I probably shouldn't be doing this no more, but as long as they let me on here, I'm gonna crack me a couple of jokes and have a good time.
You know what? I think the Sixers actually needed Westbrook.
At least he would have shot the ball. Hey, but no, their last two elimination games, bro, I saw this stat. Ben Simmons and James Harden took the same amount of shots in the second half in their last two elimination games.
Yep. So, Philly, you traded all them players for the same experience. How does it feel?
Actually, a worse experience because James Harden don't play defense.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's a worse experience.
Hey, basically, one man be out there, Wale!
There's a report that James Harden and Tyrese Maxey got into it on the sideline or on the bench.
Hey, you know what the worst part is for them? You see, he said he's gonna be back next year.
Yeah, because he got that like $45 million player option or some shit like that, don't he?
Hey, look, I'm gonna be real with you. Contractually, I think I would rather have Westbrook because at least I know that nigga gonna play hard. Like at least I know he gonna put up some bricks. He gonna shoot you out some games. But goddamn, he gonna hustle hard every night. Every night. James Harden, that motherfucker won't even show up to camp in shape or get in shape at any point. Hey, It was terrible. Look, that was a horrible matchup. Never in my life that James Harden playing a Miami team in the playoffs is terrible because that means he's spending at least 3 nights in Miami, and that's bad news for him.
Hey, was it like game 2 or something? Miami actually had his favorite stripper courtside. The level of trolling you gotta be. First off, you have to figure out what they know. I mean, it's not that they know where he goes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hey, baby, we gonna sit your courtside. Like, who paid for the seat? Because I know she didn't pay for it. I know James didn't pay for it. Who paid for the seat? Did the Miami just say, hey, bro, we all the players got to get, hey, bro, throw in a little cash. We're gonna get her a courtside seat.
I know that made you laugh, didn't it, Darrell? Like, good Lord, they didn't put this man's favorite stripper out here. Oh, Lord.
You know what? James Harden to the Lakers. I like it.
Hey, bro. Listen, dog. You be trolling, but keep that shit on the East Coast. Keep that shit out there.
Oh, you want to keep Westbrook?
Listen, bro. If it came down to James Harden and Westbrook, give me Westbrook.
Hey, I'm with him on that.
James Harden hasn't been in shape since he wanted to leave Houston.
I don't even think he was in shape then. If you want me to be honest.
No, because they were giving him all the foul calls that he wanted then. So shit, he got to be in shape if you shooting 20 free throws a game.
You can have Kyrie and James Harden. You be good.
Throw both of them in the trash. If those are my options, give me Westbrook. If those are my options, give me Westbrook.
Yo,
listen, bro. I mean, you got with Kyrie. I mean, I ain't trying to switch the subject, but with Kyrie, bro, anytime something happens in the world, Kyrie got to take 3 days off. What? I mean, I get it. The world is bigger than basketball, but hey, bro, you are contractually obligated to play basketball, dog. Get your ass out there, ball the fuck out.
He needs to make another movie, you know.
Anytime something happened, Kyrie needed a couple of days off. Like I said, I get it. The shit's sad, but hey, bro, ball out.
He ain't got it like that though, Mase. He ain't got it like that no more. So.
But yeah, to get back on the Philly though, man, I think it's nuts that they gave up like some legitimate players for James Harden. I would have bit the bullet and just kept Ben Simmons until the off season.
Okay, Mase. Ben Simmons, James Harden, Kyrie. You gotta pick one.
Ben Simmons.
And they gotta play.
Give me Ben Simmons.
You trust?
At least I know he's capable. At least I know he's like I said. I can deal with it.
I think I'm gonna go Kyrie. They all unreliable, but I think I'm gonna go Kyrie there. Because Kyrie, if we're being fair, if not for the vaccine mandate, right, which he still should have just went and got the damn jab, he would have played the whole season. You know, so I think because I at least know Kyrie likes basketball, right? I know he really is a hooper. He loves the game of basketball.
Ben Simmons just looks like.
And Ben Simmons, I don't know, bro. Ben Simmons, I told you, I don't think that dude would love the game at all. And if you want to be honest, at this point, he ain't got no fucking heart because, look, my boy, I get you going to have the back surgery now, but you could have been had that fucking back surgery. That's the same surgery that your dumb ass was told that you needed last offseason, but you was like, no, bro, I'm going to do this holistic approach. Hey, dummy, it's your back. There is no holistic approach with your back. When they say you need surgery and it needs to be corrected, the only way it gets fixed in your back is if you get the damn surgery, dummy. That's how I know he ain't got no heart, though. That's how I know he don't love the game. Because if he loved the game, if he really was a hooper, right, and his love for the game and love for competing was there, he would have got the surgery and got his ass back. Because all these dudes, this is what irritates me with some of these guys, right? All these dudes always want to preach to the church of Kobe, right? They always want to talk about how Kobe's their guy. Kobe's their guy. Well, what was one thing, and because I'm not no fucking Kobe fan, but what was one thing I could tell you about Kobe? That nigga was going to do everything in his power to make sure he was ready to play. Everything. And he was going to give it all he had. And this nigga Ben Simmons sat out a whole fucking season with a surgery he should have got before the damn season and been ready to play halfway through the year. You ain't got no heart, bruh. No heart.
His mental stress keeps throwing his back out.
Man, look, I ain't trying to knock a man what they might be going through mentally. I don't want to knock nobody. But I'm sorry, my dude. If you feel like this life is too much for you, then retire. But you cool with that check, though.
Oh yeah, of course. That check allows him to go be superstar Ben Simmons out in Hollywood and shit.
Well, if you're gonna take the check, my guy, you got to play them games in. I'm sorry. Like I am not ever knocking a guy for getting paid while they are legitimately injured, but he is the definition of he milked it because he knew.
Ben Simmons is going to be the reason why these owners go in this next CBA and we fuck around going to have a NBA lockout or shorten the season because they're going to be like, hey, bro, if y'all motherfuckers is out for an extended period of time, we want our money back. And
yeah, it's gonna be a Ben Simmons clause in these contracts. You already know because they're gonna be like, oh, well, if you're out and you're not doing what is medically advised, it's gonna be some shit like this where you're not doing what's medically advised by multiple recommendations, right? You don't get that money, and it's gonna piss some players off. But thank you, man, Ben Simmons. Okay, thank him. But yes. But moving forward here with the teams that are still in the playoffs and that are going on right now, Mase, is Memphis going to be able to pull this off against Golden State?
Well, they just got sent home last night, didn't they?
Did they lose the game last night?
Yeah, they lost. Yeah, they got sent home.
My apologies.
Hey, look at Darrell ready to troll. Look at him.
Look at him. He could have just corrected me, but he like, nah, I'm gonna let him make an ass of himself real quick.
No, okay, yeah.
Take that, Darrell.
Yeah, Golden State just won the series 4-2 last night. I think
we
Memphis
need Phoenix to win because we can't have Darrell being right about damn Warriors going to the finals. We cannot have this shit, Mase. We need Phoenix to finish their business with Dallas and get this shit done.
Hit the fucking
Bucks, Warriors. How many times I'm gonna say this? How many times I'm gonna say it?
I think the Warriors are showing what team continuity actually can do for you because all of those guys have played together. They've pretty much. They're a team. They are a team. And when you have shooters the caliber of Steph on your team, and I don't know if Klay's ever going to be consistent the remainder of the playoffs or not. But when you have a Steph Curry level shooter, you're in just about every game you play as long as the rest of your team is doing their job. So, hey, I picked Memphis. I thought the Young Bucks was going to run up to Golden State and send them packing. But hey.
So let me ask you, do you think if Morant doesn't get hurt, they still send them packing?
With the way that series was going, I do, man. I think the inexperience of Memphis was starting to rear its ugly head. I think that they were there were moments in the games where nobody would really be making correct basketball plays. You know what I'm saying? They would go a lot of one-on-ones and running the clock down and taking bad shots and stuff. And last note, man, hey, Jaren Jackson, hey, my boy, go find Lonzo Ball's shooting coach and get that fixed and get that worked out. I get it, bro. You tall. There ain't too many people that can challenge your shot as it is, but hey, get that worked out, player, because you're too athletic to be out there shooting like that. Get it right.
Yeah, this playoffs, the only thing, as fun as it has been, the only thing that's been a disappointment for me is the injuries that have happened, like the Embiid injury, the Morant injury. I thought this was really going to be a year that we were going to see the rise of some new guys playing in the conference finals, playing potentially in the NBA finals, right? But unfortunately, it looks like we're probably going to end up getting Phoenix and Milwaukee again, or Golden State and Milwaukee. Look, I understand that it's going that last night we saw Tatum and Brown go crazy. Well, especially Tatum go crazy, but Giannis also did. And there's just no way that I think Drew Holiday and the rest of those guys play another horrible game like they have done in these past couple of games that they have lost to the Celtics. So I don't think that happens again. If you notice, it's kind of been good game, bad game, good game, bad game. So they had bad game last game, so they're probably in for a good game in this next game 7. But that being said, if Milwaukee wins this series, they need Middleton to come back. They cannot – the team constituted in Miami right now as it is, they'll give them a good run, but the Bucks can't beat them in a series because they are they're like we have one star, but everybody else on our team is really fucking good at what they do, right? They're possibly in contention for being top 5, top 10 for what they do at their position, right? They may not be the best players, but at what they do specifically, whether it's shooting, defense, playmaking, they have guys that are all very, very good at those positions. So Milwaukee needs Middleton back. We've seen the lack of having Middleton has really affected them in this series against Boston because, hell, fucking Tatum and Brown.
They're getting any shot they want.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's unfortunate for them. So I think Milwaukee still closes this out in game 7 because for me, they still have the best player in the series. And when you have the best player in the series, we've seen before what happens when Giannis just turns on pure willpower before. And like he did last year in the NBA Finals when it was just like, look, man.
On one leg.
I know my leg's hurting. I know I need to let it rest, but I'm about to will my team to victory. So I think that we're going to see one of those performances for him in game 7. But again, they need Middleton back. And to give the Miami Heat their credit, because we have kind of poo-pooed them and kind of put them to the side this year. They're a very, very good team. But if the Bucks have Middleton, they cannot beat them. And I don't know if they can beat Boston in a 7-game series. Considering Boston, if they win that series, they're rolling. Like they are still red hot at this point. They were the hottest team going into the playoffs, and that means they're still the hottest team because now they've beaten 2 teams that if you're picking before the series, they were probably picked to lose the series. So gotta give them their credit. Like we said though, with the Brooklyn series, we saw an ascendance here of Jason Tatum saying, "Hey, I'm a real superstar player." Like, I know a lot of guys say it. I'm a real superstar, and I have to give him his credit. He's gotten himself into the superstar club at this point.
Oh yeah, especially if they win this series, even with the Middleton injury, you can't diminish Tatum's performances these games because I mean he has.
Right, some of the shots he hit last night were absurd.
He has stepped his. Like I said, he kicked down the superstar door this year. He was always kind of like knocking a few times, go away, come back, knock on it again. Hey, you gonna let me in? Like, no, he said, y'all gonna let me in whether you want me in here or not. And like I say, regardless of the Middleton injury, you can't deny his performances. Like he's balling. I just hate that. I just hate the jersey that he happens to be balling in.
Yeah, I wish he wasn't on Boston. Him and Brown would probably be like my favorite combination of players if they didn't play for Boston. I refuse to root for anything with Boston.
Can't do it.
Look, I rooted for them one time, and that was because I wanted KG and Ray Allen to get their rings. Other than that, fuck Boston, bruh. Like, for real. Like, nah, man. It's not what we do. Like, that's why Mase, I can't wait till the NFL season and they got to watch Buffalo be the best team in their division again. Oh, my God. Oh, I can't wait. Hey, Darrell. Guess what?
What?
The Bills have the best quarterback in your division.
Doesn't mean they're going to the Super Bowl.
Hey, they might have the second best quarterback in football while we're talking about just a division.
Whoa. Calm the hell down.
Hey, bro, I'm just looking at
What was he doing? What was he doing before he had Diggs?
I'm just saying. I'm looking
What
at the
was he out?
performances.
What was he doing before he had Diggs?
Hey, he's a little suspect, but
Exactly.
everybody need their road dog, bro. Everybody need their man.
Hey, which I know.
Which is why I don't think there will be a Mahomes drop off because he still got Kelsey. I mean, Tyreek Hill was a great addition, but he still got Kelsey. He'll be fine.
Yeah. But not to get us too sidetracked here. So, with the teams that are left in the playoffs, let's get your predictions here. And let's start with you here, Mase. Who are we seeing in the conference finals and who are we seeing in the NBA finals?
Oh, man. Like I said, so we've already got Golden State and Miami have punched their tickets to the finals. So it's the other two game sevens.
I'm sorry, say that one more time. I'm sorry. I was typing.
So we got Golden State and Miami already in the conference finals. They've already punched their tickets here. So
yes,
with the two game sevens, man, I don't. It's maybe I'm giving Devin Booker too much credit. Who knows? That might turn out to be the case, but I don't see him or Chris Paul having back-to-back bad games in must-win situations. So I got Phoenix. So I'm at Phoenix and Golden State. And this last one it's hard to call, man, because like you said, Milwaukee without Middleton, the rest of those guys have to be on their game to give Giannis something. But there's always that chance that they may not. And we know Tatum got his road dog in Brown, who's always going to be ready to ball. So that's the harder one to pick. I still got to go with Milwaukee just because I think they're the better defensive team, and they do have the best player in the series in Giannis. So I'm going to have Milwaukee and Miami and Phoenix and Golden State. And
all right, who's going to the finals then? Who's going to the finals?
Man, I think my original pick was Phoenix and Milwaukee, so I'm going to stick with them. And I think it's going to be a repeat. And I think Phoenix actually pulls it out this time.
Darrell, who you got?
Do I really have to say?
Man, make your damn picks. And if you don't stop trying to whisper sweet nothings over here and use your inside voice and use your outside voice, nigga, like I don't know what you're doing. I mean, yeah, do I really have to say? If you don't speak up.
So what you said? So for finals and conference, this week we're saying?
Yeah. So who do you got winning these game sevens, and who do you have going to the NBA finals?
Finals I have for Bucks and Warriors. That's automatic. The other ones don't matter. They don't.
So he don't make he said regard. So pretty much Milwaukee and Phoenix are gonna win their conference. We're gonna win their game sevens and and Golden State's gonna beat Phoenix in the fucking conference finals.
Yeah, come on now, like
Easy.
Easy.
You know what? Got Mase. Listen, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton. What's old dreadhead name on that team?
Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder. All y'all. For our sake here on Sportsball, please, make sure you handle business against Dallas, and then please go handle business against Golden State, because this motherfucker will be insufferable for months if Golden State gets to the finals. Okay, he will be terrible. All right, so please, I need y'all to handle your fucking business. That's what I need. Okay, do that for me, please.
You hate me being right. That's what it is. I can't be right.
No, what it is just that you're insufferable when you're right, because you don't talk about the times when you're wrong, but your ass always talk about when you're right. And since we talk about why you over here always running your mouth, ladies and gentlemen, here is Darrell's top stories of the week.
This is not really a top story, but it involves your boy Roman Reigns. He's gonna be a part-timer soon.
He's all of our boys, okay? He is our tribal chief around here, okay? And understand, even Charles Barkley himself acknowledges him. Acknowledge me.
I have no problem him being acknowledged. I have no problem about that. He's just gonna be on the Brock Lesnar schedule, and you're going to just accept it. I get the he do less time while we push Cody to the point that he's gonna probably be getting that title around WrestleMania. So it sounds pretty good, You could have your tribal chief bow down to Cody Rhodes. How's that feel?
Okay, we're gonna stop right there because that's not gonna happen. Okay, but if we're being fair, does it really surprise you at this point, Darrell, the reports that have been coming out that are saying that he's going to be part-time with this, knowing that he's 36 and he's had to fight off leukemia fucking twice?
No. And he's pretty much their moneymaker. Like, without Roman Reigns, pretty much it'd be like boring soap opera.
They still got Ronda, bro. What you mean?
Stop right now. Ronda only has the belt. Because of certain circumstances in that women's division. And trust me, her contract gives her that belt. Other than that, Ronda's trash. I'm tired of watching a match, someone carrying her over and over again. I had to watch that dreadful match on Friday. I had someone that actually had to pull the weight. It was like watching WrestleMania all over again. That's how bad it was. It's horrible. I just can't stand Ronda.
But people tune in to watch Ronda, bro. They come in to see that. They come in to see the arm.
Did they really?
They come in to see the arm bar.
Arm bar she didn't use in her last two fights. Oh, horrible.
They come in to see the judo hip toss arm bar combo. It's what the people want.
It's the new 5-knuckle shuffle.
It's what the people want. It's like Shawn Michaels in the corner tuning up the leg to give somebody that sweet chin music. That's what the hip toss arm bar is, bro. What do you
moves to do?
Well, Ronda's isn't she? She's about like 3 or 4, right? Because she got where she whip you around by your arm, right?
Then, that weird, funky, freaking Samoan drop.
Yeah, she's got that, and then she's got and then where she starts throwing the worst strikes in the history of mankind.
Wait.
We've ever seen.
Fix the top. Yeah, that's what we get every single time.
I'm just saying, I don't get it, bro.
And then the rollover arm bar. So yeah, it's 4 moves, right? 4 moves, and you're doomed.
That's it. Like I said, and each one of them is to the caliber of the sweet chin music, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean? Hey, I remember when the Big Show would walk around with his hand up in the air like this when he gave a nigga the choke slam. Hey, bro.
And let me certify this, since I'm going to actually use this because I don't agree with it, but I'm going to agree with it. Who's the best jobber in the females division? Talia.
I ain't gonna say it, bro. I wasn't gonna say it for you. I wouldn't do it. I'm not disrespecting her name saying that.
This is why she's on NXT. Best jobber in the world. Job everywhere. I'm tired of seeing her too.
Get back to your story, man. Stop bringing up old shit,
man. You just be trying to every time you just take shots at fucking Natalia, bro. Chill out.
Nah, but regardless, yeah, Roman Reigns, like him actually starting like a movie career and stuff, like it makes sense. Like I respect it. Like he did a lot. Roman Reigns has had how many big matches, how many wear and tears, how many struggles with health and everything. Like when you hit your peak, I guess is like it's the best time to get out. So I'm not mad at the part-time thing anymore. Like The part-time contract is actually a beneficial, but you can do it but so much. And that does some wear and tear in your body. I'm just saying, like, are you ready for him to be a part-timer, or are you still want to be a full-timer? That's the thing.
I clearly, as a fan, I would like to see him still be full-time, right? But I'm a realist enough to know me and that man are the same age, and the fact that he throws his body out there and performs night after night, not only on television but also at these house shows and stuff, as we've been seeing, right? That takes a toll on your body. So it probably would be best for him to go part-time at this point. But I do have questions on where they go from here, because there has been this big buildup of the family and of the bloodline, and they kind of have cheated us out of the moment we were supposed to see, because now apparently we're going to see this Randy Orton, the RK Bro versus the Usos again, and the belts are still not going to be unified. So
no, they're going to be unified next week.
They finally said they're going to unify them.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God, bro. Because I'm like, because the last report I had read earlier this week had said that they still weren't going to do it, and I was like, well, what did they do all this build up for? Like, Vince McMahon, you're Mr. Number One rule: you don't build up anything you can't promise and deliver on. You don't build it up and then not deliver. Like, well, motherfucker, give us our delivery.
Well, he didn't deliver that stunner. I know that much. Yeah, we don't talk about what he didn't deliver.
It's because he said Stone Cold actually caught him kind of rough with the kick. Boy, he caught him like right in the solar plexus. And so he was just trying to, like, imagine a nigga hit you there and you're like, oh, and then he got a Stone Cold stun your ass. Oh man,
that's horrible.
But yes, please continue, Darrell. Please, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that, and I don't know if you actually are looking at the like AEW and stuff in this Forbidden Door pay-per-view. I'm uneasy on that one because Japan and AEW and how AEW is looking right now is just like it's turning to a cringe war. It's turning cringe.
What they looking like, Darrell?
They're looking like Japan's pulling off the NWO while AEW is pulling the freaking WCW. It's just it's rough.
WCW 97, 98, baby. That's what they looking like right now. Where it's like, wait a minute, is everybody in the NWO?
There's just too many things going on. You got one person undefeated for a belt that doesn't matter. You got CM Punk, Hangman Page, and hoping is not going to turn to the worst. You got. Didn't we just forget about Keith Lee being in the AEW after like a couple of weeks? Just forget about them. Then you got this tournament. Then you got an Old Heart tournament. You don't even know. You can't even focus on that.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm gonna say the truth about Keith Lee. He has a contract now, so I can speak more truthfully about him. That motherfucker is not really what people be trying to build him up to be. Okay. The fans love to do this with certain guys where they're like, oh, he was done so wrong. Not really. Not really. Because if we're being honest, when they brought him to Raw, the fans weren't really supporting him like that. Yeah, they liked the fact that he came up from NXT, but then within a couple of weeks, his pop had diminished very significantly. So, Keith Lee, happy you got a contract, but like Darrell said, who even cares that you're there now? Who cares? What are you doing that's relevant? Please tell me.
I didn't care about Swerve. He debuted. It's like it's bad enough that we have a gimmick. You got Hook and Danhausen. And the fan cheers more. The fan gives the more pop to them than they do half that roster. And that's bad. That's very bad. It's like,
well, would it be fair to say that maybe some people have finally gotten wise to what we've been telling them here on this whole ITC brand, which is it's turning into WCW and not the WCW that you liked.
Yeah, we doing crazy main events with Darby Allin and Jeff Hardy.
Get the Darby.
They freaking swantoning in freaking chairs outside the ring. Like, hey, let's break
It's
your
a
back.
waste. It's a waste. They are wasting Darby Allin in so many ways. It is hilarious. Why can you answer me this, Darrell? Right? Why is Darby Allin not? Why is it CM Punk in the feud with Hangman Page instead of Darby Allin? Explain to me why.
Because he's only good enough to get a TNT title.
Oh man, the disrespect.
Then on top of that, we want to talk about real disrespect. We might as well just add another set of titles. Let's call it the AEW Trio title, so we can have 6-man tags. Yay! Yay! And then we're just defending random belts that are not even on the freaking company line. Like we have Ring of Honor titles and TV titles defended on freaking AEW television. Where's ROH on television, period? Where is that at? Is it just like his next hobby? Like that's the next hobby show. It's like a hobby show now. You got Samoa Joe over there and this weird ass rivalry he has going on with Jay Lethal and some guy that's tall like the Great Khali that I don't know. It's like, dude, you didn't explain these people. They just show up. They don't build up nothing. It's like, it's horrible. And then,
are you surprised?
No. And then you got Mia Yim. She debuted back on Impact. She's back over there again. So it's like, yo, everybody that came from NXT in the women's division, go back to Impact. That's it. That's all you got to do. Go back to Impact. So you got Impact going crazy. You got
look, for as much as a shit show as WWE can be at sometimes, my Lord, it just never hits these levels that we're talking about with these other companies where it's like, oh my God, what is this train crash I'm watching?
We even got MGF in this Warlord thing. And then you just bring up, hey, let's bring one of these TNA talents to AEW. Don't explain nothing. Let's let him face him for one night. Call it a day. And then you got the crowd streaming out Enzo. And he does the dance.
Enzo Amore.
It's like, hey, we want Enzo. No, we don't. Chance. Come on now. That's bad.
Has he stopped doing the whole character? Because Enzo can't risk getting famous at this point because black people will start calling him out for appropriation very fast. So I hope he stopped doing the character.
No. You know, the one complaint I had and the best complaint I had, I said, why aren't the Briscoes in AEW? Okay, maybe they have some type of problem and stuff, controversy stuff, you know. Tony Khan got ROH. Okay. You get the Briscoes in Impact, and then they win the titles. Okay. So you just throw them over there, too. Just throw everybody in Impact as in Ring of Honor. Throw them over there. That's the new bench. So this is the levels. ROH, Impact, New Japan, AEW, WWE. That's the line right there. That's the line.
At least they're getting titles.
Hey, do their titles count?
No.
Hey, Bobby Lashley had every title in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
Every title, even the women's, he had them all. Drew McIntyre, he had how many titles in Impact? Do they matter?
No. They
Mickey James came to the Royal Rumble with an Impact title. Did that matter?
No.
Leave them people out of them, bro. They're world champions, okay?
Hey. Matt Cardona has every freaking title in the NBC. Doesn't matter.
You just
Hey,
naming random people now.
He got
No,
all them. Hey, he
no.
got all them titles, and
No.
they matter less than his internet
Hey,
championship that he made up.
I forgot one more company. I gotta put in between ROH and Impact, NWA, right there. Put it right smack in there. I forgot about them. Wrestling went to hell. It definitely did.
It's in a rough spot here, man. I think the story writers need to get their shit together. That's basically what it comes down to. The people making the storylines need to get their shit together.
I'm just like, what do you do? It's like, how many guest appearances does Melina have to do to WWE? And then you see her on Impact, NWA. You might see her on AEW. Who knows? Might do a one-off appearance. You just got them just all. You got all these people just running, ripping, and wilding, going to show to show to show, and then it's like, where's your divisions at? Like, shit, you got Britt Baker out here acting like she's a real wrestler.
If Ronda can do it, anybody can do it, bro.
What you mean? The fans done told Britt Baker she is. What you mean?
If Ronda can do it, anybody can do it.
You know what? AEW cheap every time in Pittsburgh is Britt Baker. That's their cheap pop. That's their cheap pop.
Hey,
but like I said,
the
fans told her that she's a real wrestler. Darrell, what you mean?
Can't win a match, yo. Well, help. She's worse than JBL without a title. That's bad. That's like Orlando Jordan actually being a real wrestler.
And you know what? Next time we just gonna tell Darrell to just drag people for 20 minutes. Hey man, because listen, bro. When you think he's done, he's got somebody else to shit on. Just drag people for 20 minutes.
Hey. My last drag is, if you want to do a new gimmick, just shave your beard. I'm done. Walk with Elias.
Now they got this man looking like a low rate under fucking Ultimate Warrior, bro. It's terrible. Like, God. His walk with Elias gimmick was so much better, bro. This one fucking sucks. Okay, oh my! Like, legitimately, when I saw him come out, I was like, God, he looks like a broke ass. Like, if you know, like back in the day, how you could hire like an actor to come play like a wrestler at your party or something like that, right? He looks like one of the motherfuckers where if he was like, hey, I want the Ultimate Warrior, got you, bro. I got you.
I'm not dragging him on purpose. It's just the fact that, like, it's confusing. Like, if you're a longtime wrestling fan and you're just watching this, like, you're not even watching it full depth. You're just watching highlights. And you're just looking like, what is going on here? It's like 1 minute. Like, I'll give you a clean example. We haven't seen Kazarian on AEW for months. That man was over there trying to shoot his shot for every Bullet Club member in Impact. He was over at Impact for like a couple months. You just come out the blue, him with a suit coming down saying, I want a title shot, and gets it. What? Where you been at? It's like, that's like asking like AJ Styles, you in WWE, right? Show up in New Japan. I want my rematch. It's like, what are you doing? No build up, no nothing. Like, come on now.
Yes, correct.
How you do that? That's I blame the writers. This is the writers. This is done. It's the writers. I'm sorry. I'm done. Now I'm officially done.
And
Can't
that,
do
ladies
Can't
and
do it.
gentlemen, was Darrell's top stories of the week, or as we're going to call this week's episode, Darrell shits on. So,
Darrell dragging motherfuckers through the mud for 20 minutes.
Jesus. Oh, man. He straight was just dragging him. But yes, Darrell, tell the people where to find you.
Low Elo Janitor.
Low janitor.
Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Alvarez Effect, Twitter, Alvarez Effect.
One day it'll all be low janitor people. I don't know.
No, I can't let it be. I have to have something. They gonna since Elon took Twitter, I can say all the bad things I want.
hey, you heard the deal might be on hold because he said they might have found more bots on there than what they thought. Well, all I can say to you, Elon, is duh. Duh. No shit. We all know there's bots there. You can click on them, and guess what? It's like, hey, I have 7,000 tweets, and I only have one follower. But I follow 2 million people. Like, what? Huh? Mm-hmm. Mase, tell the people where to find you.
Listen, man, you already know. Twitter, funky_stuff09. Instagram, Nindame Summer. I promise you, I won't tell you how to spell it. And Twitch, twitch.tv/Swaggy Mase.
And of course, you guys know where to find me at JSpanDeMan everywhere. You'll either see the ITC logo or the prettiest face in the ITC on there, baby. Woo! Yeah, you see one of the two. You see one of the two. You know what? Maybe this sits better with you guys, Mason, Darrell. You'll see your reigning, defending, undisputed ITC Monopoly champion of the world, Jerome Span.
See, people, when you get old, you have things. The only things you have to look forward to is winning games of Monopoly. Don't get old.
You know what? He is just as bad as Vince Russo claiming his fame for being a writer for WWE. That's what this is right now.
And you know what I have to say to all of that? Acknowledge me.